Hey guys, it's your boy Corporeals Wonder and welcome to my TNA Impact result video. Let's jump straight in. Impact started off with the new TNA X Division champion, and Austin Aries talking about how he was gonna cash in the X Division championship to get a shot at the world title again. He called out Hulk Hogan. Hogan came out. He gave Hogan the belt, but then Hogan made a match for the X Division title with Aries. He's Chris Sabin and the man formerly known as Suicide, now going by Manic. That is Suicide's new name, Manic. I can't say I like it. I personally prefer Suicide, but there you go. Um, uh, Manic came out to the ring as did Sabin. And Sabin started talking about how he was gonna make sure that he would finish that he leaves the end, at the end of the show. He's a 6-time X Division champion because he planned to win it back and go on to win the world title himself. The first match of the night was a Bound for Glory series match between AJ Styles and Kazarian. AJ Styles won via submission, making Kazarian tap out to his calf killer submission hold, putting AJ now on 12 points. Next was a segment where Mickie James asked one of the guys who works in the back to have the ladder have a ladder set up in the ring for her. For a promo she did a little later in the show. Next thing was Chavo Guerrero hyping up Hernandez for Hernandez's Bound for Glory series match. Then we see the promo with Mickie James in the ring with the ladder, basically telling Taryn Terrell and Gail Kim, who will compete in a ladder match next week, to determine the new #1 contender for the Knockouts Championship. To like break, she literally told them break a leg. In fact, break everything. That's a direct quote from the Knockouts champion. Then so basically she was doing a classic heel English promo. So yeah. Then we see the judges of Gut Check talking about the last week's Gut Check match between the two contestants. Big O and Ryan how. Despite the fact that Big O won the match between these two last week, How was picked to face the judges in the ring later in the night. Then we see a segment where the main event Mafia, Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle, and Sting arrive at the arena through the parking lot. And Angle says that numbers keep growing and the fourth member would be revealed to the world later in the night. But if you actually go on to the Main Event Mafia's Wikipedia page, you can actually see that there are now 5 members. You can go and see if you want to know who it is and you don't want me to spoil it for you, then you can just go and check that on the Wikipedia page. Next was a match in the Bound for Glory series. Hernandez against the new guy, Jay Bradley. Hernandez got the victory via pinfall, so that's 7 points for him. His first 7 points of the tournament, of the series, whatever you want to say it, however you want to say it. Then we see a backstage segment with the Aces and Eights, where Wes Briscoe actually asks Bully Ray twice about Brooke Hogan, but Bully said that it wasn't the time to talk about personal, they were talking business. And then they started talking about what if nobody was to win the triple threat match later in the night. But the Main Event Mafia said they would make sure that someone would win. They said that later in the night in their segment when they revealed their new member. After the segment with the Aces and Eights, there was a tag team match between the tag team champions Gunner and James Storm against a team of Robbie and Jesse, the Bro Man. Gunner and Storm picked up the victory via pinfall. Then there was a backstage segment where Jeff Hardy talking about Joseph Park, because Hardy had a Bound for Glory series match later in the night with Park. He said that Park is getting better, and he senses a bit of the dark side that's in Biz. And he also mentions the history that Hardy has with Park's brother, the Monster Abyss. Next thing was the Main Event Mafia come down to the ring. Angle made the statement that Sting did a few weeks ago that the main event Mafia was back for two reasons: to destroy Aces and Eights and to make sure Bully Ray loses the World Heavyweight title. Sting states that the previous main event Mafia consists of only former world champions, but this time they're not gonna do that, and that was quite evident with their newest member, because he was not a former world champion, and to my knowledge neither is their fifth member. So after a bit more talking, it was revealed that Joe actually suggested the newest member to Kurt Angle and Sting, and Angle gave the new member his introduction, and it turned out to be the current leader of the Bound for Glory series, Magnus. So Magnus has joined the main event Mafia. He started talking good about all the members. He started with Sting, then he went to Angle, and then he talked about Joe as well. And then he said, the main event Mafia will put an end to the Aces and Eights. Then Sting challenged Aces and Eights not to a match but to a fight on July 18th, when the next world title match is set to take place. I guess so. That they don't get involved in the world title match. Next was the match between Jeff Hardy and Joseph Park in the Bound for Glory series. Jeff Hardy won via disqualification. That means he gets 3 points, and Park is deducted 10. After Hardy hit Park with the Whisper in the Wind, Park was bleeding from the mouth, and as you know, when Park sees his own blood, he starts to freak out. He just snaps and becomes Abyss. And he accidentally black hole slammed the referee, resulting in the disqualification and Hardy's victory. Next was the segment where How Guys got checked. He was in the ring with the gut check. The fans started chanting no when Al Snow started talking. Snow's answer was in fact no. Then Bruce Pritchard, he also answered no, which means that Hal would not get his would not get a contract. I personally think that the other fella should have gotten picked because he's I see him as being the right build for a wrestler. The other guy seems like he should be a musician because he seems to be pretty good on a guitar, but and that he should not be in the WWE at all. You know, I know. I mean, not the WWE. In TNA, he should not be in TNA because you know. I know wrestling's supposed to be entertainment, but a guitar guy instead of a big strong guy who would probably give John Cena a run for his money. Um, Pretty stupid if you ask me. Um, Next was another segment with the Ace and Ace. They talk about how how they were gonna go watch nobody win the match, the main event, despite the main event Mafia. Then when it came time for the main event, next to the main event Mafia, the match went off without a hitch. Chris Sabin won the match and became your new X Division champion. He had an awesome move off the top rope, getting the victory. And he then had a statement after the match where he said to Bully Ray, he and the rest of Ace and Ace who were standing just at the near the crowd, that he will be the new World Heavyweight Champion. So there you go. That's what happened on Impact. Next week, of course the ladder match. There's a tournament, Joker's Wild tournament in the Bound for Glory, with the Bound for Glory series contestants scheduled for next week, where the winner of the tournament will get 25 points. That would help a lot for a guy like Joseph Park, considering now he's on a -10. But we shall see. Who do you guys think will win that tournament? I think it's going to be Magnus or Joe. I wonder, do they get points for each win normally, or will they just get the 25 points if they win the whole shebang? I guess we will have to wait and see. But I didn't even realize I was out of shot there. I'm sorry. Yeah, until next time, this has been your boy Kurt Cruz 100. Please like, subscribe.